This is a movie called Uncut Gems. As a matter of fact, I do not own the copyrights to this movie. It's Uncut Gems on Netflix. Adam Sandler is the main character in it. Kevin Garnett, Julia Fox. But long story short, Adam Sandler is a jewel dealer, and just basically showing you how they expose the truth and how the metaphysics, like crystals and how they work, and even a little bit, of course, is a little bit of distorted truth, like the way you're gonna bring it up, like the black Jews and this and that. But it is a connection where we do know that historically, Kemet and Kush used to be Ethiopia, and the Kush Empire stretched from like where Ethiopia is to where India is, and that is, if anything, before Ashkenazi Jews and things of this nature. Because again, the Bible is 2,000 years old, the Quran is about 6,000 years old, and then there's water erosion on the Sphinx that's over 10,000 years old. So there's ancient history, her story, that's been going on all over this plane of existence way before the way Jews and those storylines and things of this nature. Even again, for quote unquote melanated people, like being a Jew, you existed as something way before that as well. That's just one of the latest terminologies we connect to that. But let me just show you this right quick.
Those fucking History Channel shows, time to learn shit. And I stumbled, yeah, African Jew.
African Jews?
Yeah. No, alright? No. Check this out.
Go ahead.
Alright? So these are black Jews, alright? They're stranded in the middle of Ethiopia. It's deep shit, right? Yeah, look, they got nothing. They don't got cars, they don't got shit. And I'm watching this, and I'm like, what the fuck are these guys wearing? Look, it's on the Torah there, it's everywhere, right? It's a fucking, where do these fucking guys get precious black opals? That's what that is.
Black opal.
I do my research. These guys live near the whale mines, which primarily is red opals. Aren't worth shit, okay? But these, you can't get your hands on these things, you understand?
Really?
So look, I said, listen, how am I going to hold these guys? And I've managed to track these guys down and buy one from them.
Holy shit.
What is that? That's right here. That's the rock. That's the rock. That's the
And why is this?
Look how this is way bigger than life. This shit.
It took me fucking 17 months to get this thing, okay? Just look at this. Hang on for a second. Go through my look. Be careful. That's my best look. Alright? I want you to look.
And watch when KG look deep into it.
History, right? You understand?
How many carats is this?
What? 4,000 or 5,000 carats? $3,000 a carat? I'm not fucking bullshit.
Why's it got so many colors in it, man? What is this?
That's the thing. They say you can see the whole universe in those. That's how fucking old they are. I've been telling you. That's why I want you to see it.
It's crazy, man.
Fucking from stone to stone. Garnet to stone, you know that. That's $1 million opal you hold. Straight from the Ethiopian Jewish tribe. I mean, this is old school, Middle Earth shit.
Got a motherfucking
Why is it?
Dinosaurs, that's right. The dinosaurs fucking stared at us. It's 110 million years old.
It's like he went on a DMT trip by scrying, basically KG scrying right now. He's scrying with the crystal and just got, you know, lost into a meditation, so to speak. I didn't say lost into it, but so deep into it that he forgot he was, you know, right there in the jewelry shop and broke the glass. It's like, that's a sign I need. We don't need crystals, but you know, jokingly, it's like, bro, I gotta grab this.
Mercedes always been the headline out the paint.
The crystals are always starting to come up subtly in every little thing now. This to show P Valley.
This here carnelian, one of them healing crystals. They want supposed to give you courage. Over in Iraq, one of my boys' girls used to send them to him. He taught us about it. Yeah, I had it in his pocket. When he died, saving me. I got it made out of what was left. Done gave me courage. Maybe give you some.
Carnelian for courage.
Put it on me.
And that's a message to me right now. Give me some carnelian. Yeah, P Valley it brought up the mounds with the Choctaw Indians or Choctaw Native. Brought up Obatala and Ogun in one part. Be dripping love. And then the main character Autumn is almost like, you know, a personification of Persephone from Greek mythology.
The tip of this staff is made from a substance called sea prism stone, a rare mineral. It supposedly exists in one certain sea in the distant corner of the world. Not much is known about it, but it's believed to give off mystical energy on the same wavelength as the ocean itself. Basically, you can think of it as the solid form of the sea.
So it affects Luffy the same as if he fell in the ocean?
Prison cells at Marine headquarters are made of the same substance to prevent criminals who possess any devil fruit powers from successfully escaping.
Well, then I'm betting this cell is built the same way.
If it wasn't, you can be sure I'd be long gone by now. And you four would be on your way to prison.
It's like Ocean Jasper, in essence.
Help all in need, but it wasn't easy to master, and so the world found a simpler way to get by. Over time, magic faded away, but I hope there's a little magic left.
The movie Onward.
And so I wrote this spell so I could see for myself who my boys grew up to be. Visitation spell.
I don't believe this. This spell brings him back. For one whole day, Dad will be back!
What? Back like back to life? That's not possible.
It is with this!
I'm gonna meet Dad?
Oh, Will, you wonderful nut. What is this?
Now, a spell this powerful needs an assist element. I mean, for this to work, Dad would have had to find a Phoenix Gem! There's only a few of these left.
Hold on. Is this dangerous?
We're about to find out. Ah!
What?
Splinter. Only once is all we get. Grant me this rebirth till tomorrow's sun has set, one day to walk the earth. Hold on, I was just ripping it wrong.
So just another connection with crystals. Matter of fact, with worlds being inside of crystals. This is one connection, and it's connected to the other video clip with X-Men and the Phoenix, where they had this one of the guys was trying to get this crystal so he could create his own universe within the crystal, you know. As a matter of fact, and it's connected to red or pink crystal like rose quartz. And then Steven Universe, you know, his mom and the crystal that ended up going into his stomach was a rose quartz. And then right here, Doctor Strange, he ended up this is like that Marvel what if little thing, and it was like, what if he lost his heart instead of his hands, aka he lost that other doctor that he liked. And just to go through a little quick summary, spoiler alert, he kept trying to go back in time to bring her back, but every time he would do one thing, like he would try to go down another street, almost like the butterfly effect. Like no matter what he did, he still, couldn't avoid the outcome. He even went to a diner to avoid from the wreck happening, and somebody robbed the diner and still shot her. But long story short, all those attempts at changing this, and it still, went down. But as he kept, trying, he ended up, finding a way. But he ended up having to tap into like this darkness in essence, and being aware of, like, with some of these movies and stuff like that, we gotta be aware of not to label anything as good or bad necessarily, in the sense of, like, sometimes the people they try to make out to be villains could really be like somebody who's saving the day, and somebody who they make out to be saving the day might be actually be more like a villain, which I feel like neither one is, a hero or a villain. It's just all about perspective. If you in favor for being a vampire, if you're a parasite, you're gonna be in favor for eating off of something else, you know what I'm saying? That's neither wrong or right. So if a parasite was running the world, it's like, oh yeah, eating off of somebody else is all good, But if something else was running the world that said, hey, you gotta mostly get your energy from internally, then parasites will find that as a messed up world. And the people who could get their energy internally will find it as a beautiful world. Neither one good or bad or right or wrong, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, just these connections with crystals and creating your own world in crystals, or like a world being in crystals. I do not own the copyrights to this. And I'm able to use it under the Fair Use Act. And this guy, he's like one of the watchers. He can't interfere, he only like observing. Start to turn to a little diamond, like a little crystal at the inside, almost like a little amethyst. X-Men. Just, again, more references and evidence of tapping in with crystals.
I come from a world unknown to you, a world called Shi'ar.
Why have you come here, to the Earth?
Charles Xavier, let me show you. I am the sister of Tekken, the Emperor of the Shi'ar. I served my brother loyally, until I learned that he sought to control the greatest power in the universe. The ancient crystal of Emkron, immeasurably powerful.
Ancient crystal.
My brother hopes to harness the crystal's power, to use it as a weapon. My brother is mad. It is written that if the crystal is breached, both of our galaxies could be at risk.
Universe A, Universe B.
visited its ancient sanctuary, the most sacred temple of Shia. I stole the Encron crystal. I escaped aboard a star cruiser, but my brother pursued me with the warships of the Imperial fleet. They attempted to destroy me and my ship.
Somewhat like Steven Universe, in essence of Steven Universe mom. The rose quartz crystal
Will follow me here in
had to
time.
move around due to, you know.
That is why you must help me.
What led you here to me?
The Shi'ar believe that two minds can be linked from the moment of their creation. Destined to seek each other out in their time of need. It is a bond, like love, only deeper. Do you also believe this?
I do now.
I have seen your face 1,000 times in my mind.
It's all right, Moira.